Good morning, 9A and 9U. Welcome back to class. Yes, I know some of you really don't want to be in class, but such is life. We have to ensure that our next generation of Jamaicans are prepared to actually take over this country and rule like kings and queens. All right, so we are continuing with the lesson I had posted in a WhatsApp group last week. Now, this is your video presentation that will help to further explain the lesson as well as to benefit those persons who learn better by hearing and by seeing. After which, you will get your quiz as was promised on Wednesday. So you will have today and tomorrow to finish going through and to go over this material so you can ace your test on Wednesday. All right, without any further ado, let's get into it. So we're looking on the development and use of resources, the impact that it has on national growth and development. How do we use the resources we have? Why do we need to use them? Why do we have them? Etc. Now, these are the objectives that we will be looking at. The objectives are as follows. We will define the following concepts, and the concepts you would have seen in class. And so we know that we will have a wonderful time doing this. So we're looking at resources, natural resources, renewable resources, non-renewable resources, minerals, sustainable use, and development. We will also locate on a map of Jamaica, sorry about that, some of the major natural resources found in Jamaica. We will identify some of the major natural resources found in the Caribbean as well as classify resources as whether they are renewable or non-renewable using a chart or a table or any diagram that you choose to use. And we will finally also explain how the use of resources help to create economic development. Now, here is a list of the definitions or the terms that we need to know. The terms we need to know are natural resources. Natural resources, as you would have been told and as you would have told me to, are the things that we use in our day-to-day lives, things that enhance our lives, things that, make our lives better, things we use, anything we use, it's a form of resource. Now, we're really focusing on the natural resources. And the natural resources are the things that are found in nature, the things that God created. We didn't make them, we got them when we came here. So as a human being, I am a natural resource, you are a natural resource. So, and we're also referred to as a human resource, okay? So before I go further into natural resources, human resources refers to the people, the workforce, the ability of the people to think, to learn, their talents, their abilities, all of that. So whenever you hear about human resources, it's really talking about people and the workforce in general. So natural resources, they are created by God, and they can be classified as either renewable or non-renewable. The renewable ones are the ones that, they replenish themselves. They come back after time. So water will come back. Even if it done, it will come back. And it won't really done. But, it might get used up a bit. The sun will shine again tomorrow, even if there's night tonight. And we can refer to the plants and animals as well. They will reproduce, they will regrow, etc. Now, when we talk about non-renewable, we're talking about those things. Once it's used up, it's finished, it's gone for good, it's capiche, no more to be seen in your lifetime or mine. So the non-renewable resources are like bauxite, coal, oil, those kind of minerals and things. Minerals are, as I just said, like bauxite, limestone, silica, a number of things. They are found within the Earth's surface. Sustainable use refers to using things in a way where it will exist even after you are gone. So your children, your grandchildren can live to use them because you took care of them, you conserved on it, and you used it well. Development refers to an improvement in technology, standard of living, quality of life, any kind of growth or improvement is a form of development. Now that's it for our terms. Let's look at the picture of Jamaica, the map of Jamaica, showing the bauxite mining in the country. So bauxite, as we said, is a natural resource, and you can see wherever the purple is, those are deposits of bauxite. So right here, so I know we're looking into St. Anne, and here we're in Clarendon. And you see the key right here? Good. So I taught you about making keys, and the purpose of keys, they're also called ledging. So using this key here with the purple, it shows you that bauxite is a natural resource that exists in Jamaica. And based on what I said before, would bauxite be a renewable or a non-renewable resource? Okay. Now the next slide. Now we're looking at some plants, some crops. We see sugar cane, banana, citrus is in yellow, coconut, coffee, cocoa. And so we're looking at more resources in Jamaica. Again, we're looking at rainforest, marsh and swamp, livestock, wet forest, dry shrub and forest, cultivated areas, etc. Showing once again resources. So you see resources are varied. They could be in the form of plants, could be in crops, could be in animals, could be in humans, could be in the form of bauxite or any other mineral. So it could be the water, the sea, the sand, all of those. They are resources because we can use them. The next slide. Now we're looking at another map, and this one is showing some natural resources, especially in the form of water, like Doctor's Cave Beach, and we're looking at Blue Mountain National Park, Blue Mountain, Dunn's River Falls, and so on. Just showing you a variety of natural resources that are found in Jamaica. And of course, I know you can find some others, and you did find some in class, so you can refer back to that as well. So here we go now, just a listing of some of the natural resources found in the Caribbean. So bauxite, where is that found? Guyana and Jamaica. Oil, Trinidad. Gold, Guyana. Limestone, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. Sand and silica, all over the Caribbean. Land, all over the Caribbean. Sea, all over the Caribbean. Sun, all over the Caribbean. Gypsum, Guyana, Belize, Jamaica. And these, as I said before, are just some of the major ones. So there are others. And feel free to go ahead and do extended research into the resources of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Now, this is an activity I would want you to complete as was instructed in the WhatsApp group. You're going to classify these into two categories, renewable and non-renewable resources. So first, here are two definitions. Which one is renewable? Which one is talking about renewable resource? Which one is talking about non-renewable resource? This says a naturally occurring resource that cannot be replaced in short period of time. This one says a naturally occurring resource which can be replaced in a short period of time. And this, we have oil. This one represents wind power, wood coming from trees, coal. This refers to geothermal energy, and this is energy we get from heat, such as like a volcano, as you can see. This is referring to natural gas. We have nuclear energy. We have solar energy, water or hydroelectric power, and we have rocks and minerals. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, plus the two definitions that you need to put into two tables and you need to submit, okay? Now, how the use of resources foster economic development. So we have been exposed, you have been shown the resources. You would have done your independent research. So we know what resources are. We know what natural resources are. We know that human beings are also a form of resource. But how do these help to foster or to help to grow the economy or help the economy to develop? And when we talk about economic development, we're talking about the standard of life, the quality of life of human beings. We're referring to the level of literacy in the country. We're referring to how long a person is expected to live in a country once they have been born, and things like that. The real general quality of life. How would the use of resource help that? Of course, if you have human beings, then human beings have minds and they can think, they can invent, they can develop, they can create, and they can work to produce. So that's one way how the human resource can help to foster economic development, by putting their abilities and their knowledges to use so that they can help to grow the economy. And by growing the economy, we will have a better standard of living, better roads, better schools, better healthcare, all of that. Now, when we look at the other natural resources like the sand and the sea and the plants and all of that, they help to generate energy. They help to generate electricity, which is energy. They also help to feed us. We use them to produce all sorts of things like the bauxite to make aluminum, which makes cars and planes and our pots and pans and all of those things. Now, if we have those and we utilize them, then of course it means we can produce, and it means if we produce, we can earn. But you still need people to produce and to earn. So you need bright people in order for the country to grow and do better. So people laying by the wayside, not doing anything and not interested in education will drag the country and the economy down rather than build it up. And that's why it's important that you, my students, learn so that you can be the leaders, you can be valuable human resource who will help the country to grow, so that you, your children, and your parents can have a wonderful life while living in Jamaica, because we become rich economically as well as based on the quality of life. So having the natural resources, and especially an abundance of them, is really the foundation and the platform by which we can earn money. But having them won't help us if we don't know how to use them and to put them into profit-making ventures. And that is the last slide. And so I'm going to ask you to review the video, review the slides, review the pointers and the questions, ask in the WhatsApp group, make your post, and then prepare for your test or quiz, whichever one you prefer to call it, on Wednesday. Have a good day.